Yeah, I got distracted upon a lot of postings in the past. Haiti earthquake, when that occurred, and when God spoke, reminded me of resurrection on 2018, 19, before COVID. I know Haiti earthquake happened way before, but the energy, knowing that these things are created by God and the balances and the unfairness, you know, of why people die in weather. God was letting me know when He started speaking to me. God, when He started speaking, and I say it because God can change His tone to human, man, spirit voice, woman, all kind of stuff, computerized stuff linked to the sun speaking in these tones, the winds, and something's trying to decode it. And when it speaks, it has to, it's like Braille sometimes. Voice of conscious thoughts. It's on a whole other level. Mental health, you are in trouble. God is saying because I've broken it down to you people. Okay, medications at some point. When a person is graduated from that, it tells you the true side effects. And when you meet a new psychiatrist, oh, you don't know me, you refer medications. Look, that should have me falling out. I died off medications of seizure medications in jail. Every dosage was making me fall out like when I died in jail, so I had to lower it. But what I have to say, God said it's not intended for everyone to die that way. But since our own went out that way, in this battle, what's going on, the rest of the road of tragedy of weather, you have to look at it the same way. No difference when I've died, hung still on a tree, and died in jail, and anyone that dies, it's not intended. But I am taking one for God, heaven, after posting the many bodies of Christ situations. It's not a white thing. It's not. It's not. There's no white spirit that runs it. There's white spirits and other spirits, but black, born Lord and Creator King, black spirit that can turn to clear, blue. Things you're trying to figure out, how does God work? It's not always what you perceive. There's good, bad, and different spiritual colors. But I wanted to remind you people, God took us out in many ways of weather, and those that have slaved and migrated and produced families, they don't make it in the door. No matter how good, kind, they may have a chance to be relieved and continue one day, but that side it's not going to work. How can you hold people in captivity and force them to have babies, and you make babies with your wives and claim a country that you didn't create? Creators upset. Okay, point blank. This world war, violence is causing bad weather as well. We all know the slave trade, where you took our ancestors, hurricanes formed. It's the same reminder of many people of all races and colors. In certain places, God is letting you know what this battle is in. It's not habitable. Where I live, where there's tornadoes knocking everything down, makes no sense. Okay, God bless the dead, but this is the reality of it. Okay, I told y'all, hot weather, sun, plague's gonna come out. COVID happened. There's people that are playing into these situations. Mental health system and all kind of stuff. Doctors, Dr. Farion, you're in trouble too, internally. You say I don't believe in God and try to make it seem like I'm talking loose and puffery or something. When I explained to him as a child, I had a voice to make himself, and I'm stable, just like the new psychiatrist and other ones. So what? Do you look at a person that says, come read my, you go, the fortune teller lady who says you can read your future, the Hindus, look at them like they fucking crazy. Some of them are real, some of them phony. People are spiritual, I am. Spirits are in air, within body, everything that exists, you're piggybacked. God takes memory of your birth and swimming for the obi for a reason. Stuff is deep. The angel, the devil on your shoulder. That's why you go through negative thoughts. Good thoughts are just thoughts that have nothing to do with what you're trying to think in a conversation with someone or myself. Pets, animals, everything go through this. Go left, go right. Should have went left. Should have went right, or should have went straight or backwards. Or should have stayed still. There's a lot of people in the situation. I should have. Why? Get answers eternally. But this is the way it is. God bless the dead spiritual living. But I told y'all, be aware. See Bible pages turning by spirits, other things. Me prove I'm in communication with God. Crows, birds, sun. People have witnessed this in person. So technology is destruction. Yeah, dogs talking, and so they don't know what's real. in a mustard cloak, Jesus, the images, and I went through these battles. Things making it seem like I was once white, and Jesus was originally white. And I'm posting all shit on the internet. And I couldn't type properly on old Facebook. They asked me to take down. Y'all in trouble, man. Think about this scar. When I was in private school as a kid, I used to dream and have like daydream. You know, you get dejavu sometimes, or you just have a split second where you feel a little wavy in the head and body. You know, dejavu, dreamy effect, slightly like not that you're gonna faint and your heart rate change, but sometimes it feels good or scary. But just regular dejavu, none of those emotions, but just like Bethany and all kind of stuff, man. I went through a lot of spiritual stuff, typed by these real voices, and God spoke and all kind of stuff. Spiritual battles. Some of you pastors claim you're so high and holy of salvation. Why God don't speak to you? Why you can't prove it? Why you can't bring down the real reality of this world and what's really going on? Okay? Everything that exists is piggybacked to an extent. Many bodies of situations. Swimming for the ovary, create life. And y'all doing this shit off science and creating life through science and all kind of stuff. And you don't know what a split second of what's being created and the energy and the level and the side of the creation that you guys are creating. People mating, married, or science. There's a lot of people that develop this energy, this open the door of reality upon how they feel. It's just selfishness. It's all about self, greed, or they don't give a fuck. No matter what they worship, don't worship. Man. A lot of people that's why the door is narrow. God knows the heart, mind, and soul. And it's not about, hey, always giving and being kind, but because people take advantage. But just the humbleness within yourself and breaking things down. Like, it's a lot of people that are looking in your face and play you, hurt, harm you. Do you know what it feels like to be reminded of certain things in my life? It's times my own half brother would communicate, get punched for no reason. Years ago, hit in the jaw for no reason by the dairy. So I go like this. I got our teeth. I hold it open, this muscle lock up. God is mad about that with him. A whole lot of shit. There's a lot of people in this world think I be playing. I be telling family about this shit, man. Oh, they thinking something else. Look, I had to put a blessing in disguise to wake him up. You know, curse the bad spirit within you and blessing the good side of you people, but the Jesus and God in me, a lot of people have failed. I've held in the emotions after death and growing up. It's not, hey, just claiming who I am, my image, and what God wants me to do. It's all that, but it's waking people up to their existence. And your success is not all yours, your failure is not all yours. There's a situation being created, something wants to intertwine and get in the door or pull you down, or fabricate your own perception of thought and intuitions of what heaven is versus what you know, regardless of what you're going through. That's why y'all got me effed up. You thinking, hey, some old sinful situations of what you perceive a person wants to live or heaven is for me. No, not at all. There's no sin, no temptations, no worldly desires. It's marriage or a committed relationship, and you know, if it falls to that situation, there's so much to it. But the ultimate marriage is spiritual. You have to commit spiritually, put on a ring and go into a church. A lot of you people that failed that situation versus those in a relationship and they've committed spiritually to the relationship. It's a deep game. But yeah, the battles of spiritual situations. A lot of these people, hey, like I mean, some Arabics, they think Allah is just favored Arabic and they're below everybody else below them. It's not about who has the most money. Okay? Same thing with whites and others. Prolong this long of holding the world captive of unfairness and success you guys have, slavery, and that's why eternally it doesn't work out. So, carry on. God voice change. Did you notice the God voice change? Flirted many governments, many people, so you understand the situations to prove what God has to say when the sun gets bright or when violence, war, toxic foods, and complaints about a lot of stuff. Why all these things are happening, weather. Creators in all things, and it's a battle in all things. And y'all to blame, man.